Jey Uso betrays Roman Reigns, real reasons AJ Styles beat Bobby Lashley on WWE SmackDown and is facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Why Bobby Lashley got busted open on WWE TV, real reasons why Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa will challenge for the tag team titles at WWE Night of Champions. WWE set to break its own rule for Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn allowed to go to Saudi Arabia. Let's jump right into our first story. Real reasons AJ Styles beat Bobby Lashley on WWE SmackDown and is facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. A clinical performance by AJ Styles on WWE SmackDown led to the end of Bobby Lashley's journey to the World Heavyweight Championship. He was one of the favorites to face Seth Rollins at Night of Champions after performing well in the first round. Unfortunately, a phenomenal forearm took down the Almighty. The WWE Universe is intrigued by the ending of the Blue Brand show tonight. Many consider either Edge or Lashley to get the dub, but Triple H had a surprise up his sleeve. Criticisms and theories are trending on Twitter. Although it seems scripting, the Phenomenal One's win was the right decision ahead of Night of Champions. In this list, we will look at 4 reasons why AJ Styles defeated Bobby Lashley and is about to face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Number 4. Bobby Lashley has more opportunities on WWE SmackDown. Bobby Lashley had a lot of positives to take from his run on Raw. Under the banner of the Red Brand since 2018, he captured the WWE title twice and boasted victories over Omos and Brock Lesnar. However, in the last few years, the company failed to utilize him in the top card. The Almighty consistently lost to Austin Theory. It negatively impacted his prestige. His transfer to WWE SmackDown highlighted new rivalry, so his victory in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament and shift to Raw wouldn't have made sense. Lashley is rumored to be the biggest opponent Roman Reigns is about to go head-to-head with. Also, the Almighty could be pitched in a long-term feud with AJ Styles, Karrion Kross, or even Edge. Opportunities are endless for him on the WWE SmackDown brand. Number 3. The Almighty could be part of another attraction match in Saudi Arabia. In the past few years, WWE has used Bobby Lashley in short-term rivalries due to the Saudi Arabia plans. He got pitted against Goldberg and Brock Lesnar out of nowhere. Yet those crown jewel matches became a huge selling point for the company and exceeded expectations. Triple H may have similar plans for the WWE SmackDown star. Given that Edge has teased his retirement, wrestling fans in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will be eager to watch him in action. Expect Bobby Lashley to get into a feud with the Hall of Famer in the next few weeks. Number 2. AJ Styles and Seth Rollins are experienced competitors with a history. Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley clashed for the United States Championship, but the rivalry never got intense. Austin Theory eventually got the spotlight after his failed Money in the Bank cash-in for the US title in November 2022. This isn't the case with AJ Styles. His history with the Visionary dates back to 2017, when they occasionally teamed up. Both stars also clashed for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship during live events. They put up multiple stellar shows, so Triple A's decision to book the veterans for the World Heavyweight Championship tournament finale is justified. Number 1. Triple H could be preparing for the OC's heel turn on WWE SmackDown. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins has only featured once in a premium live event, but it had a vital consequence. The Phenomenal One showed signs of a heel turn before his Universal Championship at Money in the Bank 2019, and it became crystal clear following his defeat at the hands of Rollins. Following a brief hiatus due to injury, Styles returned and turned heel along with the original club. They could be on that route again. WWE SmackDown has a shortage of heel stable, so the OC can either pick a feud with the Latino World Order or the Brawling Brutes in the future. Another loss to Rollins in a high-profile match could make AJ Styles snap. He has been out of the world title program for a while now. If he loses at Night of Champions, watch out for a post-match beatdown on Rollins hinting at a transition to the dark side. Why Bobby Lashley got busted open on WWE TV. Former WWE manager Dutch Mantel recently spoke about Bobby Lashley getting gashed during a triple threat match on SmackDown this week. The Almighty faced Sheamus and Austin Theory in a round 1 battle to advance to the next round of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament on the Blue Brand. All 3 stars put on a hard-hitting encounter, and the Almighty got busted open after being thrown into the steel steps by the United States champion. In the final moments of the match, Sheamus planted Theory with a brug kick. A blood-soaked Lashley then threw the Celtic Warrior outside and pinned the US champ for the win. This week on the Smack Talk podcast, Mantel spoke about Bobby Lashley putting on the Crimson Mask during the match. He pointed out that even Brock Lesnar got busted open the hard way during Backlash. How did he get busted open? What happened? So him and Brock both have been bleeding on TV recently, right? About the match, Mantel felt that it was a decent outing for the 3 superstars, and he had initially thought that Austin Theory would win the triple threat bout. Did I say I hate 3-ways? I hate those. I thought Theory would win it. I did, but he didn't. So the match was okay, not exceptional. AJ Styles had earlier won his triple threat match to advance to the semifinals of the tournament. Styles and Bobby Lashley squared off in the main event to determine the opponent for Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. The Phenomenal One used his agility to his advantage and managed to hit the Phenomenal Forearm on the Almighty for the win. With this victory, Styles is now set for a collision with Rollins at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia for the World Heavyweight Championship. Are you excited for Night of Champions? Let us know in the comments section below. Real reasons why Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa will challenge for the tag team titles at WWE Night of Champions. WWE dropped a bombshell on SmackDown when Roman Reigns' match at Night of Champions was confirmed. He will not defend his world title on the 1000th day of his Universal Championship reign. The Tribal Chief will instead challenge for another set of belts. Reigns and Solo Sikoa will face Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. But why have things unfolded like this? Let's look at 5 reasons the head of the table is challenging for the tag team titles at Night of Champions. Number 5. WWE put all of Roman Reigns' likely challengers in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. SmackDown is already lacking in fresh and credible opponents for Roman Reigns. With the likes of AJ Styles and Seth Rollins fighting for the chance to win the World Heavyweight Championship, the pool of potential opponents for the Big Use got even smaller. WWE may have seen the issue and ensured Reigns' match at Night of Champions isn't a foregone conclusion. If he got a singles match in Saudi Arabia, nobody would think he'd lose. Of course, it would need to make sense story-wise, which it has. This might be the better option. Number 4. A chance for Roman Reigns to win even more gold at WWE Night of Champions. Fans are understandably worried that Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa will come away with the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. This would give the head of the table 4 belts, making him even more powerful. This kind of jeopardy is good unless WWE wants to add more gold to Reigns' collection. After all, the show is called Night of Champions, and it is a special occasion. Will the Big Use become a quadruple champion? Let's wait and see. Number 3. It has intensified his tension with the Usos. The Usos are central to this storyline, with Roman Reigns annoyed at their failure to defeat Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. With the Tribal Chief taking matters into his own hands, how will Jimmy and Jay respond? Their potential involvement at Night of Champions could be pivotal, as is their relationship with Solo Sikoa. The Enforcer is clearly Reigns' favorite Fatu now. This tag team title match may be a plot device for WWE to further the tension within the Bloodline. However, it remains to be seen when the Usos finally snap. A feud between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns has tremendous storytelling potential, with Night of Champions possibly a turning point in the saga. Number 2. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are finally allowed to get a win over Roman Reigns. While most of the reasoning surrounds Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have a big part to play. It looked like their feud with the Bloodline ended after Backlash, but they're back in the thick of things. An advantage of such a match is that Owens and Zayn can finally get one over Reigns. WWE has given them moments of redemption after losing to the Tribal Chief, but this would be a concrete victory. Roman doesn't need to be pinned, as Solo Sikoa can take the loss, potentially after the Usos come to their senses and help Sami and Kevin retain their tag team titles. However, there's just one thing. Why are they even going to Saudi Arabia? Number 1. Possible reason why Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will be going to Saudi Arabia. Since WWE's partnership with Saudi Arabia began in 2018, Sami Zayn has not appeared at any premium live event in the kingdom. This was because he is of Syrian descent, a country whose relations with Saudi had been strained for years. As a result, Kevin Owens stopped appearing at such shows following the Greatest Royal Rumble event in April 2018. However, the two will be wrestling at Night of Champions, much to the shock of fans everywhere. Zayn is likely allowed to travel because Saudi Arabia has recently resumed diplomatic working relations with Syria. As a result, he and Owens are set to face Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa at Night of Champions. WWE set to break its own rule for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns returned on last night's episode of SmackDown, where he dropped a major bombshell for Night of Champions. He and Solo Sikoa will try to do what the Usos couldn't, beat Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. While this match has a few interesting reasons for existing, it does leave Night of Champions without a Universal title match. With the Tribal Chief challenging for the tag team titles, he won't be defending his undisputed WWE Universal Championship. WWE has traditionally stipulated that every title would be defended at Night or Clash of Champions, with 2020 being the exception due to a COVID-19 outbreak. Nevertheless, unless Roman Reigns pulls double duty on May 27, the company will break its rule for the premium live event to facilitate the Big Use and his current storyline. The chances of Reigns being forced to wrestle twice at Night of Champions are slim, as WWE would have likely promoted it more than 2 weeks before the show. Furthermore, the Tribal Chief's reduced schedule indicates he won't wrestle more than once in Jeddah. One may have imagined Roman Reigns would defend his world title title on the 1000th day of his Universal Championship reign. But that is not the case. The story is going in another direction. Night of Champions promises to be a fun show. Despite the fundamental issue of Roman Reigns not defending the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, his match with Solo Sikoa against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be great. The tag title match is part of a triumvirate of epic bouts. The rematch between Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes has been set for Jeddah, while the first World Heavyweight Champion will be crowned as Seth Rollins faces AJ Styles in the tournament final. Other possible title matches include Bianca Belair versus Asuka and Rhea Ripley versus Natalya, with both women's champions being confronted on SmackDown and Raw, respectively. Gunther and Austin Theory will likely begin new feuds next week as they head into Night of Champions with their titles. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are taking on all comers as women's tag team champions. Expect a big title defense in Saudi Arabia. Do you think Roman Reigns will be forced to wrestle twice at Night of Champions? Leave your predictions in the comments section below. Sami Zayn allowed to go to Saudi Arabia. Sami Zayn's status for WWE Night of Champions was finally revealed on SmackDown this week. Roman Reigns revealed that he'll team up with Solo Sikoa against Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships at Night of Champions 2023. This will mark Sami Zayn's first appearance in Saudi Arabia for a WWE Premium Live event. This remarkable development could be attributed to the resumption of diplomatic ties between the kingdom and Syria. Zayn has been a vocal critic of Saudi Arabia's approach towards Syria when it comes to regional politics. Roman Reigns famously referenced Sami Zayn's absence from the Crown Jewel Premium Live event in November 2022. Zayn's tag team partner and one half of the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion, Kevin Owens, hasn't worked Saudi shows in show of support for his best friend. The former honorary use runs multiple mobile health clinics in Syria as part of his humanitarian efforts. It was reported that WWE representatives in Saudi Arabia wanted both Sami Zayn and Owens to work shows. The two are among the most beloved superstars on the roster, and fans certainly can't wait to see them perform at the Jeddah Superdome. Zayn's absence from Saudi event last year affected his involvement in the Bloodline saga to a certain extent. However, this year seems to be an entirely different case, as the Syrian Canadian will walk into the Jeddah Superdome as one half of the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. It was previously believed that Zayn and Owens might relinquish the titles in the build-up to WWE Night of Champions 2023. Triple H pulled off a huge surprise with the tag team title as part of the match card for the May 27th Premium Live event. The tag team champions and the challengers will come face-to-face next Friday on SmackDown. We'll have to wait to see how the exchange goes down next week on the Blue brand. Are you excited for the former honorary use? Let us know in the comments. Jey Uso betrays Roman Reigns. WWE has made a match between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn official at Night of Champions for the undisputed tag team titles. The Tribal Chief is laser-focused on bringing the tag titles back home to the Bloodline, but the WWE Universe believes that it won't be in the cards for him. Roman Reigns appeared on SmackDown tonight after a brief hiatus and got to work addressing the situation regarding the undisputed tag team championship. The head of the table made his disappointment clear and targeted his frustrations mainly towards the Usos for losing their gold to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Reigns would go on to get close and personal with his cousins and at one point shoved Jimmy Uso in anger to provoke him. Following his stern words, Paul Heyman announced that two Bloodline members will go after Owens and Zayn's gold that won't be the Usos, but Reigns aligning with Solo Sikoa. After the segment, the WWE Universe is convinced that Reigns will not be walking out holding four belts. Going by the fans' Twitter reactions, he will instead get betrayed and punished by his family members, the Usos, at Night of Champions, which will cost him the titles. Roman Reigns had some harsh words prepared for his cousins, the Usos, as he embarrassed them on SmackDown in an intense promo segment. The Tribal Chief was furious at his fellow Bloodline members for losing their WWE Tag Team gold and showcased it with full force. However, it was thwarted to an extent when Jey chose to apologize to Reigns on his and Jimmy's behalf for not being able to hold on to their titles. Heyman then declared that Reigns would come after Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn with his enforcer Solo Sikoa for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships at Night of Champions. Reigns stated that after he wins the titles, he'll dedicate his special victory to the Wild Samoans Alpha and Sika. Former WWE star Summer Rae was quite impressed by the promo segment as she sent a message stating that she was excited to see the match more than ever. Rae would then specifically compliment Paul Heyman for his skills on the microphone. Damn, that's good. Touche touche. Can't wait to see that tag match. Also, Heyman is the muffin goat, just watching him in the back of the segment the whole time he is on, putting every single person in that ring over. The smallest mannerisms even. He's too good, she wrote. Do you think the Usos will finally betray Roman Reigns at Night of Champions? Sound off in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me